I'm going to switch gears and talk about trails. Enough of open records. I have two items on the agenda tonight related to the trail. The first is just essentially a trail discussion of the essential overall layout of the Lower Dolington Trail. The map that is to the left of me here is might be a little difficult to see. However, to orient you, let me grab the other mic here. Okay, just to give you a little bit of orientation. Goodnote Elementary School is down here. This is Frost Lane. This is Lower Dolington Road, and we have Silver Lake Road, Upper Silver Lake Road over here on the right-hand side. So essentially, I'll work my way from Frost Lane up to Silver Lake. We're going to connect into the existing trails in Roberts Ridge Park, which is in this area here. We're going to provide a crosswalk here. This is a controlled intersection as it is right now, meaning always stop. We'll have an ADA compliant crossing here, and then continue north on the east side of Lower Dolington Road up to Everett Drive. At that point there, we start to get into a little bit of slope issues and right-of-way width to be able to continue that trail on the eastern portion of Lower Dolington, as well as we don't own right-of-way between the Pico parcel and about 500 feet up. We don't own the right-of-way in that section as of yet. So therefore, we're proposing a crossing here at Everett Drive. All these will be ADA compliant. At these crossings, we're proposing the two crossings. We're going to talk about down the line during the detailed design phase of this, of making those intersections controlled intersections as well. So providing the stop bars, the stop signs, pedestrian crossing signs, and all the other stuff that comes along with a controlled intersection. From there, we're going to run up to Yorkshire Drive on the western side of Lower Dolington, where we'll have another controlled intersection. So we're providing two additional stop signs along Lower Dolington eventually to facilitate this trail. And then from there, we'll just continue all the way up to Upper Silver Lake Road with the 8 to 10 foot wide trail. It'll also include amenities such as benches, seating, signage, landscaping, DCNR. They're real heavy and interested in any greening that we can do. So what we're proposing is to kind of control some stormwater, some roadside rain gardens, as well as some just patches of native landscaping to just soften the effects of the trail. As you all know, Lower Dolington Road is very wide, and cars fly down that road. And we do have some concerns with that, which is number one reason is we're going to provide a lot of guardrail fencing to kind of keep the two areas separated, as well as those stop signs, not only first for a safety measure to cross Lower Dolington, but then again, stop signs are naturally traffic calming measures. So essentially that's the layout of the trail. That's the right of way we have. We don't need any easements, any right of way. We don't need any land acquisition as of right now to file the DCNR grant.
Micah, real quick, just to clarify though, the stop signs where we put them, even though they do functionally serve as a traffic calming measure, they would be located in appropriate locations that would not be challengeable because you can't use them exclusively.
Right. Correct. No, they're not exclusively going to be used for traffic calming.
How long is that area?
The entire trail length is approximately 0.9 miles.
And can you give me a comparison versus what Wright's Trail was?
Wright's Road was about 0.6 along Wright's Road, and another 0.3 miles into
the Grant.
Newtown Grant.
So overall about the same.
Yeah, if you lined it up end to end, it would be about the same.
Mike, I have a question. On Frost Lane, I know we are talking about this, not on Frost Lane, sorry, on Stanford Place. You have a crossover over there, correct? It goes from one side to the other. At that location,
On Stanford,
yeah, or for people, let me say this, for people in Stanford Place coming out of Country Bend where I live, you have to cross over Lower Dolington to get to the trail, which is on the other side of the road. And that corner there is also a school bus stop. I was just thinking, and you have some crosswalks there on Frost Lane, but what about a crosswalk at Stanford Place?
absolutely. We're proposing to put crosswalks at anywhere where we can connect into an existing sidewalk, trail, or anything that's around there. We'll have appropriate safety measures for crossing.
Okay.
If the board wanted to, in the future, when we get into the detailed design phase of this, we can look at making any of these intersections controlled. It's right now all we're proposing is 2, is because that's where the major trail crossing is occurring.
Well, I know a lot of people want to get to Robert Ridge Park, and to do that, to walk on the same side of the road as our development, it's pretty dangerous over there.
Yeah.
So they would have to cross over the street, which again is a little dangerous. So, it'd be helpful, I guess, in those kinds of situations to have crosswalks.